Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Jay Smooth here with
Alex. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. We're bringing you the Ringside Beer Show, episode 23. And I just got to say, this is my favorite number. You want to know why?
Kobe.
LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron James. Yo, didn't he just leave Lakers?
No, he's still on the Lakers.
But there was like some news article that he was moving to Florida to the Heat.
Fake news.
Fake news, right?
Fake news.
All right.
Unless, I don't know, unless I haven't checked. I got to check today. No, there's no way, man. There's no way. He just brought a title there.
Let's get back into some MMA boxing news.
To bring it back there, I just want to say we've brought 23 episodes of some MMA, boxing, fighting content, and we would like you guys to go back, check it out, and see what we have to offer. And if we could also mention what else we have to offer.
Before we go, if this is your first time on the Ringside Beer Show, please subscribe, please comment. We have new shows every Tuesday that, with current events, fight recaps, and fights announcements on the weekend.
Yes, we try to stay up to date as much as possible, jam the show full of content, and we're just getting started, so we want to, give us some feedback. Let us know how you guys like it. If you don't, you can keep your comment off to the side. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We welcome all feedback. But with that being said, we want to entice you guys to continue to watch our show. And by doing that, we have a giveaway that we do quite often. I don't know if you're looking right here in the middle of the
right here
in the middle of the screen, but we got a Conor McGregor poster that we're giving away. Canvas.
There we go, man. And how can our viewers participate in this giveaway, man?
So this is how you guys can do it. You can go to youtube.com, look up the Ringside Beer Show, subscribe, turn on your notifications, comment Notorious in any one of our YouTube videos. We even have a special video for that if you'd like to check that out too. And the winner will be announced January 26, 2021. The promotional giveaway only ships in the United States, guys, just so you're aware.
And this is the last week to enter, guys. So
the home stretch.
We already have quite a bit of people that have entered. So
we do. And it's never enough. So continue to just throw the Notorious out there. We'll get you guys in, and hopefully you win.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, guys. We hope you guys win. Whoever wins, we're excited.
Yes.
All right.
Let's get into some current events.
All right, here we go. We have what do we got? We got Fury, Wilder, and some Anthony Joshua news. So you want to go kick it off?
Yeah, let's get it started. So Bob Arum is speaking on the status of the Fury-Wilder mediation. In quotations, we got a real problem because Tyson Fury has said to me and the mediator, not today, not tomorrow, and not ever will he fight Deontay Wilder after what Wilder said to him.
You know what? I feel like that fight it's like already behind me. I already saw it twice. Absolutely. I don't care to see it 3 times. I'd rather see Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua.
I think it's definitely true. At the end of the day, the way Wilder handled himself in that scenario, I mean, the excuses came from left to right field, center field, and covered the whole entire place. And with that being said, I mean, at the end of the day, Fury has the right to say, I'm not going to step in the ring with that guy again. And I think that's the best idea, go after the next fight, which is Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, and I feel like Wilder just took his loss so bad. Like, instead of saying like, hey, he got me this time, I had him the first time, let's settle the trilogy, right?
Oh my gosh, it was
you could have gone a complete different way instead of making a ton of excuses on why you lost, on the, your vest was 40 pounds too heavy or whatnot.
Right.
And, also calling out Tyson Fury, like, if he cheated. I'm like, dude, he didn't cheat. He was just a lot better Christopher boxer, and we all knew that. I'd rather see a new challenge. I'd rather see, Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua.
Really bugs me when these, like, things, come out after the fight. Like, even if that's the case, try to just petition and get that fight back. Don't make the excuses, just... It's more like sell yourself to, hey, I can get it done the next time,
Yeah.
Or that's just my approach. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I really don't like the approach that he had, and I don't think that, Fury should reward that behavior.
Yeah, no, I agree. We saw it twice. We know who's the better boxer. I feel like Wilder got lucky in the first fight. Extremely lucky. And
feel like he was also taking in a different type of momentum into that fight, the first fight, and the hype and the Mysterio, it was Bomb Squad, and everybody was thinking that he was going to, and he did drop Tyson Fury and almost send him, night-night, but he rose from the dead, and then he put on a boxing clinic after that. Yeah. So it was, we, at the end of the day, we learned who's the better boxer. And it's for sure Tyson Fury. And now we want to see him go unify the belts.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I would still like to see it if they make it after the Joshua and Fury fight. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of turned off on it.
No, I'm just saying if they wanted to run it back or whatever, I just feel like Anthony Joshua just is first in line now.
Yeah, I guess we've just been flirting with this trio for too long now. And I feel like I'm getting a little burnt out on Anthony Joshua not wanting to come over and not wanting to fight or whatever the case may be, and then losing to Ruiz. And, it's just this three-headed monster that we have here. It's not quite what they've made it seem to be. So now it's like, in order to just eliminate all of this, we got to see, we got to see Joshua, we got to see Fury. And then maybe then, if Deontay Wilder comes back and wins some fights, maybe a couple fights, cool.
Yeah. Well, right here we have Eddie Hearn on Fury versus Joshua oh my God. Why am I Negotiations. Oh my God, thank you. The Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua deal is done. Really, without being signed, the financial elements of the deal are done. We're talking through the broadcast situations. The only thing really now is to paper it.
Well, Eddie Hearn, what you waiting on? We're all sitting around. We all got nothing to do. We're all supposed to be at home all day.
And that's one of the biggest boxing fights you can make this year. Like, why not? And UFC is on a heater right now with a ton of great fights. A great past weekend. We'll get into that. Yeah. But dude, UFC is on fire. UFC is the new hot chick in town, bro.
They probably got a little upset about us talking about their matchmaking, and then they went out and made a perfect freaking card.
Dude, how perfect could that card? Anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but we'll get into that in the fight
recap.
Guys.
We will.
But dude, it was exciting. Yeah, man. Boxing needs big name event. And they finished off 2020 with, Triple G coming back, with Canelo coming back. And
they ended the year strong.
Oh, extremely strong. Now they have to start the year strong.
It is about a bounce back, for sure. And, there's only a couple people that you can really throw out there that'll bring in the names, the Manny Pacquiaos, the Errol Spences, the Teofimo Lopez's, the Ryan Garcia's, the Lomachenko's, even though he just lost. There's a lot of potential there. And let's get into a little bit of a potential fight of a couple names that I just mentioned. So, Manny Pacquiao speaks on a potential Errol Spence fight. And looks like he says that Errol Spence is too slow. He is slower than Keith Thurman, but it's still going to be a good fight. Damn.
I don't believe he's too slow. Yes, Pacquiao did, win against Thurman, but Errol Spence is a lot younger than Thurman, I feel.
I do understand where Pacquiao's saying, like, in comparison, there's faster punchers, but it's not about the speed of the punch necessarily. It's about the accuracy and, the power. So with that being said, I would love to see this fight.
This would be a good boxing fight.
This would be a really good boxing fight. No matter where Manny Pacquiao's at in his life, he's still one of the top guys. You could throw him in there, and he's just going to be competitive, And he still holds a belt, so.
I just feel like Pacquiao is now at that point where he's doing it for the money. And this fight is a little bit too hard in relation to what type of money he could make if he could fight like a McGregor or something,
Well, that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
And, I think it's just when he's probably speaking to, a boxing purist, or there was a boxing purist question, like, hey, how do you feel about Errol Spence? It wasn't necessarily in the eyes of like, how do you feel about against McGregor? Because everybody knows Manny Pacquiao laid a smackdown, boy.
I don't know. Well, you want to get into the next slide and see what's going on?
Let's do it.
All right. We have Manny Pacquiao moves closer to a potential boxing match with Conor McGregor. I want to experience fighting an MMA fighter. Well, then go to the UFC, my bruh.
Yeah, bro. You can. Yeah. Look at the Max Holloway fight. If you could just, block a couple leg kicks and get through it, and then lay the hands.
Yo, Pacquiao, you want to be in the UFC fight? You want to be in the UFC? Now, obviously, he wants McGregor to go to boxing, and
of course, more money.
Well, obviously more money, but that's where he has the greatest chance. And honestly, I'm like, dude, if Conor takes that Pacquiao fight, it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Pacquiao's no joke with the hands.
No, seriously. Like, once again, wherever he's at in his life and in his career, he's still, like, you could just fight him in the street. He's going to give you the hands, no matter who you are. So, with all due respect to McGregor, I'm sure he's put on a lot of training, and he's done a lot of work. But we're talking about somebody who's literally one of the greatest boxers. He's literally up there as one of the greatest boxers. I mean, one of the most memorable. So, yeah, I don't love that.
I don't think they'll even make it. I think they're just doing it to see if there's big buzz, which for some reason there's not. There's not, like when it was Conor versus Floyd, dude. You have both. You have the most flamboyant boxer with the most flamboyant UFC, both making hundreds of millions of dollars in them fights, and
it's just because Manny Pacquiao's never been quite the.
Like the seller? Like
yes,
what do you call
the
salesman?
The draw. Yeah, exactly. As per se, Floyd Money, or Conor McGregor. You can have these guys separate, whoever they fight. Hugest fights, Manny Pacquiao, you could, if he fights Floyd Mayweather, would be the biggest fights. But, like, if he goes and fights somebody else, it's not necessarily the most watched, you know what I mean? And the most paid for, which is not necessarily degrading his skill or anything like that. I just think, like, when it comes down to the other side of the element of the business, there's sales, you
need two to dance to make those type of numbers. Now, granted, they both have the name. They both have, Conor McGregor.
And he has popularity, too.
Exactly.
Pacquiao is well known. He's well respected. I mean, he's a congressman in his country. So, he's respected and he's known. But in regards to the pay-per-view draws, individually, Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather are just two different animals.
And plus, that was almost like it was like more of a spectacle. Like the amount of trash talking that those two guys did, and the amount of drama that they stirred up, got a lot of casual eyes on that fight. I think Danny said the fight made about over, was it 4-point-something mil?
Oh, I'm sure.
Or 4-point-some million buys.
I'm sure.
Pay-per-view?
Yeah, I think that was the most.
It was one of the highest combat fights ever.
We're recording in the morning, so I'm not quite fully awake.
Oh yeah.
But,
we're recording super early.
But I promise to bring the energy.
We didn't even say this. Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Yes, shout out to Martin Luther King and everything that he's done, and we appreciate the holiday, and we're trying to be productive on today.
Exactly. We're off, but we're technically working.
We're working. We're working. We don't. The grind never stops.
The grind never stops.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, here. What do we got here? We got WBC president. Oh, you're gonna help me out with this one.
Mauricio Sulaiman
On Conor McGregor. I would say he needs to face and defeat a ranked fighter. Then he would be eligible to be ranked and to be to compete for a title. Which is crazy to say because didn't they fight for the WBC Floyd belt, like the money belt?
Yeah, they made the money belt.
Mm-hmm. Which is,
I think they're just trying to make that much money. I mean, there's got to be some type of gold on the line, but I don't know. I can kind of respect this. You have to put in the time, man. Now, although you were able to fight Floyd Mayweather and it was a sanctioned real boxing fight, the difficult thing about it is, like, that's a one-off, bro. It really is a one-off. And unless these Jake Pauls and Logan Pauls and these guys start changing the freaking future, but who knows, As of right now, it's generally a one-off. It's not something that happens quite often. So I'd really like to see Conor, box some other people as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not a professional boxer. He's a professional MMA fighter.
But that's the thing. If he gets any up-and-coming boxer, they're going to be wanting to prove their name, build their name off of Conor McGregor, which they probably will in a boxing match, Well, that's where they would have to be strategic in who they put against him. It depends on where he's at. Lomachenko. I don't know. I'm just throwing names out there. Whoa.
I'm just throwing names out there. I don't know,
Well, they're in I think, Lomachenko fights, 130-something? Like 140? Maybe 140-something?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. Just some fights out there. I'm just throwing names. Yeah. I don't know. At the end of the day, just to have him out there against people that obviously is going to be beneficial for the sport of boxing, but not necessarily like just any old Joe Blow.
Yeah, no, they won't. They have to give him a big name.
Yeah.
And especially to make it worth it, to have a crossover fight, MMA versus boxing again, you have to have two big names in order even to sell this pay-per-view, you know?
Yeah, 100%. So. And who better than Conor McGregor, right? Especially right now.
Especially right now, man.
Welcome to the Conor McGregor show.
This is all Conor McGregor news right now.
We're not here to take parts. We're here to take over.
Well, some cool news that just broke over the week was a positive marijuana tests no longer violate UFC anti-doping policy.
Sup with it?
Oh, sorry for the guys.
Loud. Sup with it?
And yeah, man, that is it's a long time overdue. Let's be real.
Yes, absolutely. And let me just explain my excitement for a second. And it's probably not what this guy thinks at all. This means Nick and Nate Diaz can come back, bro. Because it doesn't stop them from smoking. Yeah. They have every incentive to come back. Now, nothing's going to hold them back. I would love to see these guys come back.
Well, we got some news on Nate Diaz, but I think we can continue on the USADA essentially eliminating marijuana use of UFC violations.
Let's go a little deeper into it. So beginning retroactively January 1st, a positive drug test for carbioxide, THC, the psychoactive ingredient in cannabis will no longer be considered a violation unless USADA is able to prove that an athlete intentionally used it to performance-enhance purposes, per a news release. Well, how can you have a performance-enhancing smoke sesh?
Now, exactly. I feel like unless you smoke weed, that is not really a performance-enhancing drug.
Maybe more along the lines of like a recovery.
Exactly. I think it's perfect for fighters for recovery, even the CBD. But, you know, even with the head trauma, like, dude, the THC will just relax you a lot more.
Is there just like some super strong weed that just brings you into the matrix and like just allows you to focus in and dial in and be fast, clear, precise, and strong? I've never heard of that.
No, you know what happens if you smoke weed and you go into a fight? You start. I mean, Nick Diaz was laying on the ground like this with Anderson Silva. You don't make right decisions if you're smoking and going inside the ring.
You know what though? It wasn't a bad decision. I'm not gonna say it wasn't the best decision. It wasn't the right decision. But it wasn't the worst decision.
But no, to say it's a performance enhancing drug, it's not. It's more of a performance recovery or recovery therapy, I guess, for fighters post fight.
And let's be realistic here. We can just dilute it down to the most simplistic form. Although the federal government has it as a Scheduled I drug, it's really not necessarily viewed like that in the general public anymore. And per the state, most of the state laws, they have it for recreational and medicinal. So at the end of the day, there's people out there that need this type of recovery, and there's people out there that definitely abuse it. But at the end of the day, I will say hands down that we have free will, and this is just another step towards allowing these fighters to have free will in their recovery. In context, not with steroids and such. I mean, there's no way this is like the perfect recovery thing, you know? But it's definitely a step in the right direction to allow these fighters to take care of themselves better.
Yeah, and I'm all for it.
I'm all for it too.
100%. I'm all for it. So I'm excited. That was some great news. I was like, yes, Nick Diaz.
I feel like the world's finally just kind of like starting to clear up a little bit.
Look, you know,
by letting people make it more smoky.
2020 was just, let's just say, horrible, all right?
That's what I'm saying.
That's a bad ex that won't leave you alone.
There's an asterisk there.
I mean, just
imagine when your kids look back in the history books and they're looking through the 2020 section. It's a whole damn history book in itself. Yeah. Like, that's a report I would not want to do. And I'm so glad that I don't got to go back to school for that.
I'm telling you, man, it's this year. I mean, everyone, let's be real. You guys need a beer. You guys need to smoke some weed and just chill.
Just a little bit of this and a little bit. Hey, you know, hops and cannabis are cousins.
There we go.
And they kind of look alike. So
they need to come together. You know what I mean? You guys need to chill out.
And in some places, they actually have stuff where it is cannabis flavored or cannabis infused alcohol. But world, you better be at home and you better be watching some UFC fights.
And get ready.
Or some Ringside beer.
You're about to go to the moon and stay there for about a week.
And we got just enough content to keep you entertained.
There we go, guys. What do we have up next?
We got Conor McGregor speaking on the Khabib Nurmagomedov situation via Errol Helwani. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Get it.
In quotations. I think Khabib's afraid to fight me. That's for damn sure, and I don't blame him. I fought the best of him on that night. He fought the worst of me on that night. He knows it. I know it. His team knows it. I have the answer to destroy that man.
All right. Conor, you need to sit your little butt down, dude.
Yeah, man, he's excited, huh?
Khabib put a whooping. Khabib dropped you.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
he dropped you in the second round, but dude, Khabib was dominating that fight, which is crazy. It's like Conor. Did you even watch that fight,
bro? Conor. Well, he probably blacked out from that shot he took on the chin.
What?
So this is my thing, bro. This is my thing. This is like when you fight somebody in school, right? And you kind of got beat up. And then they ended up switching schools, and you're like, man, that's because, he didn't want to run it again, That's like, he ain't coming back. He knows damn well he ain't coming back because I got what it takes now.
Yeah.
I've been doing push-ups.
What's that skit from Kevin Hart? He's like, I don't think the losers say that. I think the winners say that, man. Like,
yes, bro. Yes, absolutely. So, although I respect the confidence and whatever helps Conor get to the level that he needs to get to, not the right approach, and I think you're only saying these things because Khabib won't give you the opportunity to fight him again.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
Conor. I don't know what Conor would have to do to get that fight with Khabib because, it's going to be tough, man.
It's 100% going to be tough, and at the end of the day, I don't think that they should fight again. Stylistically, it just doesn't match up well, and I just think like there's no way that balloon can get any bigger than it was the first time.
No.
There's too many factors that have happened now. Khabib's father's gone. So let's talk about this for a second.
Now,
Khabib. The whole thing was, Conor was talking about his dad and about his people and about his country.
His family,
everything,
his
wife, everything. And now that, there's been a death in that family, you can't really talk like that, bro. Or else you're just trying to die. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like, that's beyond disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting a hit on your head. And I think that Conor understands, and he's not trying to do that. Like he said, fair play to him. He's done. But he thinks he has the answer, and that's whatever's going to help him sleep at night. But honestly, bro,
now what's going to happen is Khabib's on the way out, and Khabib is just looking for another fight to come back. If not, he's going to just release the title, which I think is going to happen.
I was so disappointed when he had mentioned
Charles Oliveira.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
I was like
no one's trying to see that fight.
No one wants to see that fight. Max Holloway.
Oh, him versus Max, because they were set up to fight. Why not have that fight?
Why not?
Ooh, well,
I mean, personally, I think Khabib would win only because of the takedowns, and Max Holloway is not a 55er, so it would be tough. He would have to put on a lot of strength, and
Well, we saw that with Dustin. That's why Dustin got the title fight with Khabib,
and I feel Khabib can withstand those punches, man. Like he's like.
Oh, versus Max Holloway?
Against anybody. He just has that type of head. He's like, it's cemented. Yeah. It's already like calloused, from all the grinding from when you're fighting somebody and you're smart. That's his type of grappling, and he's going to dig his face into your body. And so, like, I'm sure he's just calloused,
Yeah.
Speaking of another callous guy.
Here we go.
We got Dana White to the Mac Life talking about, in quotations, we're working on a Nate Diaz fight right now, and it's not Tony Ferguson. But if we get it done, I think we're going to like it.
Now, what fight is he talking about?
There's a couple fights.
Because Conor's this weekend. It could be Conor. It could be Masvidal. But from what I hear, Masvidal is it's potentially trying to make Covington, but I don't even know because Covington is such a pain in the ass to Dana White. Where
correct, and Dana White said that Nate Diaz would be fighting at 55, so it kind of eliminates the
Masvidal and those two fighters.
Maybe he fights Michael Chandler.
Although
maybe he fights the winner, Dan Hooker, Michael Chandler.
Could be.
You ever think of that one?
No, I'm trying to think of a big name who they can both fight because Max versus Nate Diaz, because Max was on a heater this weekend, right?
Maybe Tony?
And well, it ain't gonna be Tony because they just said Dana says it's not Tony Ferguson.
Oh yeah, you're right. Excuse me, I just read that too. Jesus Christ,
it's all right, man. It's all right.
I'm excited.
It's all that CTE, bro.
It's too early.
The only person I could think that would be exciting because Max Holloway's coming out for a vicious, win, or he displayed a great performance, but
I actually like that.
Because Nate Diaz is not a heavy hitter, like a heavy puncher.
Nope, just a
volume
striker. Yep.
If he cuts down to 155, Max Holloway can bump up to 155.
Absolutely.
And because they're trying to figure out, the Brian Ortega fight versus Volkanovski is going to happen mid this year. So if they were going to run that back, that fight's not even going to be set till the end of the year. Max Holloway versus
and just imagine if he gets a win over Nate Diaz before he goes and fights Volkanovski. That's like the momentum of a lifetime,
Yeah. And you know what? I feel like Diaz was talking about, Max Holloway's fights this weekend. So why not? Bro. Why not make that fight?
There's a lot of potential there. It makes my hair stand up on my arms.
Yeah.
Like, I like that. That would be a good fight. And
it doesn't mess with the both divisions, because these two fighters can fight each other and then go back to their normal divisions.
Yep,
you know
they won't have to worry about anything. It just is a fun fight to make some money.
It's a money fight.
Yep.
It could be on a pay-per-view, on a co-main event.
And a hype fight.
Exactly. Dude, can you imagine? Now I'm just saying it. I did not hear no one else say this. This is all coming off the dome, right?
Absolutely. No, seriously. Like, we're literally freelancing this here. And but it's exciting because at the end of the day, the talks about Max versus Conor are back. The talks versus Nate Diaz versus Conor are back. The talks versus Holloway and Diaz are going down right here on the Ringside Beer Show. So there's theories out here, not conspiracies, just theories. Yeah. And we're putting it together. But looks like Conor McGregor even acknowledged the Nate Diaz trilogy bout, and he says, I hear Dana talking about Nate Diaz coming back down to lightweight. I'd love that. I'd love to compete against Nate Diaz. We'll compete again. If it happens at lightweight for a title, that would be something special.
Now that would be, oh my God, International Fight Week, Las Vegas, maybe 2022, Raider Stadium. I'm out of here. I'm out. I'm done. Thanks. I've been working way too hard.
Don't forget the art giveaway.
Don't forget, comment.
Last week, all right? He just left on a dime. It's just last week, all right?
Dude, that would be one of the biggest fights ever.
It would be. And this next slide here has the potential to be one of the biggest press conferences ever. And this is the UFC 257 press conference on Thursday. I don't know what GST is.
Was it General Standard Time?
I don't know what General Standard Time is. So
isn't it? What is it? It would be what 2? Oh, it would be East Coast. It would be 2 p.m. over here. In the West Coast.
So yeah, I just go off Pacific Standard Time. Sorry guys, I apologize. I'm living 3 hours in the past while you guys are 3 hours ahead of us, finding out what the future has in store. But this is definitely has the potential to be one of the biggest UFC press conferences because we haven't seen Conor for some time. We haven't seen Dustin for some time. We have, but we want to see them talking about where they're at now, and also they got the co-main events there as well. So it's going to be those four guys, the whole lightweight division, the top of the heap, going at it, talking some schmack, breaking out the red panties.
And you know what?
The bread.
You know what else? They should bring out the red ale. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, well, hopefully not Conor, because when he gets a little faded, this guy acts a little crazy.
Starts punching senior citizens.
That and starts talking wild. But we got a nice beer for him and for everybody if they'd like. And we just want to give a little shout out to the beer we're talking about. Ringside Beer.
Ringside Beer. Hit him with it, man.
Ringside Beer since 2012, committed to bringing fight fans quality lagers and ales. Ringside Beer is proud to offer fresh beer in both 16-ounce cans and on draft. Look for our flagship American-style lager, Irish-style red ale, or any of our other beers in your area. Shop at ringsidebeerstore.com for t-shirts, hats, and tap handles. Get in touch at ringsidebeer.com. Get in the ring. Be ringside. Ringside Beer.
Ringside Beer.
Can we give a special shout out to the Gulf Gate area? Gulf Gate Food and Brewery. I'm sorry if I made that wrong, but we just want to give a shout out to you guys. We hear you got the Ringside Beer on tap and on in the can, so let's get it, guys. You know where to go.
And not only that, we want to give another shout out to one of our partners, Fight Night Picks. If you go to the Ringside Beer store and purchase, you get 25% off your order and enter promo code Fight Night Picks.
Yeah, guys, check out Fight Night Picks on YouTube as well.
Yes. All right, let's get it going. What do we have next? Oh, fight recaps. We have UFC Fight Island 7. And I feel
Hold on,
bad.
I just got to have my head down for a second.
Why?
I feel so bad for Joaquin Buckley.
Oh, my God.
I feel so bad because my boy done had the knockout of the century, all to turn around
and get knocked
and
out.
get knocked out via head kick.
And who was it? Alicio
Di Crescencio.
Sure. All right.
I'm going to just go with that.
Let's go with that, man. Yeah, man. It was it ended in the first round.
Yes.
Yeah. TKO, KO, head kick to the head, and which was weird because Buckley was dropping down, and mind you, he did have his left hand up.
Yes, but it just like wasn't enough.
Dude, that shin just came in, like, we're talking not even half an inch over that hand and clocked Buckley in the head.
That's all you need, man. It's a game of inches. So let's talk about this. This was the first fight on ABC. I turned on to Channel 7. That's what it is out here. And I was shooketh to see, like, Daniel Cormier, John Anik, Paul Felder. Everybody was just there, and it was so crazy to see it right on just regular television TV. And then the first fight, you got the the knockout of the century last year.
Yeah.
Joaquin Buckley coming in, and big hype, man. We expected a whole lot. Then the first round, this guy just drops a beautiful head kick to... I mean, before the fight, he was stating, he was like, I'm going to show the UFC that there's no superstars.
Yeah.
So this guy's coming out, and he's a Terminator, bro. He's terminating these big hype guys, man. I like it.
But he was coming off a losing streak, if I'm not mistaken, Alicio.
Correct.
But just to correct you, this was the second fight on the main card. I believe the first one, I forgot the guys' names, but it was the two Samoans. I think it was ended in the first round KO too, right?
Yes, Fava. I can't recall, but yes, excuse me.
It was the two Samoans, the two heavyset guys, or the bigger guys.
That was actually a pretty damn good fight, too.
That was, too, yeah.
Yeah, the Brazilian and the Samoan guy. And the Brazilian ended up winning it, which I was surprised. Questionable. Could have went either way.
Did he? I thought the Hawaiian guy did. Didn't he have the tattoos?
No, he's Brazilian, bro.
All right. Martin, where the heck are you?
Martin, bro, he's working.
Bro, I know. We can't even clown him, all right?
I know. I can't even feel bad. Hey, you know what, Martin? Get your money today, boy.
I know. Get it.
They was paying him more than I would. They was paying him more than I would, so I don't blame.
Let's see.
But on to the next fight. You want to go on to the next fight?
Yeah. Well, let me see. The first fight was Panahili Soriano, who won, and the other guy was Todorific. Dusko Todorific. God, oh my God, these names, guys,
tough.
Can we just apologize? John Smith. Come on, man.
Keep it classic.
Let's keep it classic.
There'd be too many, bro. There'd be too many Alexes.
I know, right? I know. My name's like super simple. Like, well,
technically, your name's something other than Alex, but
it's
you're like, call me what you want. Just don't call me broke. Just don't call me broke.
All right, let's keep it going. We have Santiago versus Lee. I'm not even going to attempt their last names. All right.
Yeah, no, I respect it, bro. I respect it.
But this one was fun because this also ended in the first round. Dude, everyone was. I'm telling you, man. This main card. I mean,
the first three fights were first round knockouts.
All of them, man.
Which was kind of savage.
Yeah, except for the co-main and
because it was on ESPN. I mean, it was on ABC, not on ESPN Plus, or it wasn't even a pay per view. This is something that they got for free. So people were probably watching like, "Damn, this is what goes on in this sport." Yeah, this is absolutely what goes on in this sport.
Beautiful. Lee came in Santiago's pocket, and Santiago there started swinging, wildly, and Lee comes in with a perfect left hook and just drops.
Yeah, it was nice.
Did you think it was an early stoppage? Because I didn't see his head hit the canvas. I didn't.
No, I don't think it was an early stoppage because you can see where he went limp, and I think that's what's most important. Because when your body goes limp like that, even though you may come back too, you're still got the lactic acid in your muscles. You're still like coming off of a fresh seize. So yeah. I really don't think it was a bad stoppage in that aspect because he for sure clearly was out, in my opinion.
No, I agree that he was out. The only thing is there was no follow-up shots. Lee landed the left hook that dropped him, and then the referee immediately got on top of Santiago and didn't let Lee do any follow-ups to make sure he was completely out.
He probably caught a glimpse of his eyes rolling back as he was falling down.
You know what? You're probably right because, I wasn't the ref. I didn't see it from his angle. I
don't know what his angle was. And also, it's hard for us to see like eye-to-eye contact, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. He probably saw that guy's eyes go, and he was like, "Oh snaps!"
Oh no, he's back in Vegas.
But I mean,
Stop it. Yeah.
it's really hard, man. That job's a hard job because who knows what's right, what's wrong. I mean, it's a judgment call, it's a discretion. So you really got to go in there and make a call and stick with it. And I don't think that was a bad stoppage because what's next? A couple shots to the dome, he would have been still, you know.
Yeah,
he would have got mounted, grounded.
Yeah, 1 second too early, it's early stoppage. 1 second too late, I mean, potentially brain damage beyond belief, you know. So, you know what? I'd rather let him stop it a little bit too early, even though it was still kind of...
So I've always been on the opposite approach. You can go back to the Ringside Beer Show episodes 1 through 10, I think, and I was like very persistent on letting it go a little later, right? Because you want to make sure and have that decisive decision. But now I think 2021 is the year of clarity. And I think I want to have an approach where I'm going to trust people's judgment and when it comes down to that. Because, I mean, obviously, unless it's clearly an early stoppage, right? But in this call, he made a choice. I'm gonna respect it. I'm going to say, you know what? I think that it was a good stoppage. Maybe a little too early, but it wasn't it wasn't too early to where I was like uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was, for me, it was just a split hair because I didn't see a follow-up shot just in case he was getting up. I just saw the referee just jump up. But you know what? Better safe than sorry.
True. I mean, these guys got to
live to fight another day.
Yeah.
Hey, that wasn't even planned, bro. Look at that. We're all synced up right
now. The vibes.
There we go. Next up, we have co-main event, Condit versus Brown. Now, this was a legends fight, man. This was two veterans in the sport. I was going for Condit all day.
I like Matt Brown. I like Matt Brown.
Matt Brown looked pretty well. I believe he lost the first round.
Clearly.
Or did he win the first round of it?
No, he lost the first. He won the second.
And the third was like a decision.
No, excuse me. I have it backwards. He won the first. He lost the second.
Yeah, because I was going to say
Condit, and he ended up on top on the third. And, you know, once again, judges, man, they could go either which way. It wasn't a clear one-sided fight. It really was just how you wanted to score the fight. And obviously people have favorites. And this was Carlos Condit's last fight on his UFC contract, so we don't know if he's coming back. What a great fight to have. What a great way to end it against, you know, an immortal guy like Matt Brown. And I honestly was satisfied with this. Now, obviously, you want more blood. You want more. I mean, the blood came from Matt Brown.
The blood was there.
Yeah, but it was due to him hitting the cage. It wasn't like a actual hit. You know, we want to see Carlos Condit slice you up. You know what I mean? Those elbows, those shots. And we also want to see Matt Brown slice you up with them elbows and knees and everything. And so it didn't go exactly how I wanted, but I was satisfied. It was definitely the resolution to a 3 attempts time to make that fight.
Yeah. I'm happy. If this is his last fight, great way to go out, man, because there's young killers in this sport and you don't want to catch, you know.
Just go to Bellator, bro. If you want to make some money, go to Bellator.
Yeah, have some fun fights. Or PFL, you know, where you're not really going to take that much damage, or the fighter's not that experienced. You can, you know, you can catch some easy money with some, you know, some sponsors.
That's exactly what Anthony Pettis is doing.
Exactly. Why not? Why not? It's all about the money now because, I mean,
didn't Clarissa Shields sign to PFL?
Who?
Clarissa Shields?
Yeah.
Signed to PFL as well. There's hype there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Potential. So why not? I mean, go over there and be a legend. You know, they would, like Ben Henderson is, you know, Ben Henderson is over there at Bellator.
Is he? I thought he retired.
Well, he did. He was fighting over there for a while, no?
Oh. No, not in Bellator.
Who am I thinking? Oh, boy, that Anthony Pettis kicked off the cage.
Oh, I thought you said Dan Henderson.
Ben.
Oh, Ben Henderson.
Ben. Yeah, no, he's still fighting over there.
Oh, Bellator. Yeah.
This dude's a legend, man. At least from back when I was watching, you know, when I first started WEC and the days. This guy, you know, one of the best. And so, you know, you could just take that, what you've done, and go over there and be well respected and well compensated.
Yeah, man. Congratulations to Condit and Brown.
Man,
they put on a show, man. Both of those guys. So,
and it was one of the best ways to lead up to this main event.
Oh man, and this is my fear was, okay, we're gaining first round KOs. We just got this great fight, co-main event. How's the main event going to be? And I'm like,
that was definitely a big question.
Yeah, because I was like, dude, there's no way it's going to top that. Boom, it topped it by like 1,000 miles, man. Max Holloway putting on a boxing clinic, landing vicious elbows to Kattar's face. Look at this. Look at Max Holloway on a different level, man.
Man, bro. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say Max Holloway is the greatest featherweight of all time.
Absolutely.
You can have those stains on the resume like the Volkanovski because we all watched those fights and we all scored it differently. And at the end of the day, I think he is so more motivated now. And he has a lot more to just offer. He's 29 years old, brother. I'm only 28. You know what I mean? Like, he's in his freaking prime right now, bro. He got another 10 years under his belt if he wants to. Unless he continues to take serious damage. But, save your chickens.
Dude, Kattar was talking about, how he's already looking to fight the champ.
Oh, bro, how he was saying he's a senior and Max Holloway's a freshman.
And then, dude, did you see for the post-fight, Max Holloway's like, oh, hey, man, I'm the freshman that's going to take your girl. I was like, oh.
He ain't lying, bro.
Dude, you can't be talking all that smack and then get pieced up.
No, seriously, like, they could have literally threw in the towel.
Now,
after the fourth round, they could have threw in the towel.
Dude, Kattar in the first round, you can easily tell that Kattar had the power and Max Holloway had the volume and the speed. So it was like, I was like, dude, Kattar could come back, and he was still not out up when he was like, what, fourth, fifth round?
God, dude, he was still in the fight. Like, he was still throwing punches that were landing and that were kind of scary. Like, you were worried that Max Holloway wouldn't take one of those shots, but he ate every single one of those shots.
And now, not only that, Max Holloway in the fifth round decided to put his hands down, talk to the commentary, and just started throwing left, not even looking shots.
He threw a right hand that landed on Kattar's face, literally, looked like it shattered his nose. It just went flush, boom, as he was looking this way.
Yeah.
Through it, you know what I'm saying? And then he's screaming to the commentating team, I'm the best boxer in the UFC. I'm the best boxer. That shit got me so pumped up, dude. My blood was just pumping because
man.
He's not, like, you cannot go in there and talk that stuff. And then when you get, what Max Holloway did, bro, he literally just proved everybody wrong. Like, everybody. Yeah.
His boxing, and then he was saying that he was training his elbows and just never using a fight. He's like, man, I really like using these elbows. I need to go back and start training some more in these elbows. And I'm like, dude, we never seen him land elbows like that, and consistently, we're talking like 3 elbows landed at a time. It was like
they were devastating. They were so significant, and we can even go a little deeper into the statistics of the fight. So he landed 445 significant strikes in the entire fight. But in the fourth round, he landed 141 of those.
Significant strikes.
Yes. So he broke his own record in the UFC for the most landed significant strikes in a round. Overall, he had over 700 punches thrown.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, bro, that's insane.
Look at the next slide, because we have all the numbers right here.
Oh, let's even go even deeper, man.
Significant strikes landed, 445, previously 290. Almost like what? Doubled almost. Significant strikes attempts, 744. Previous was 515.
And I think that's Colby Covington.
I thought that was versus the Brian Ortega fight.
Well, that 515 was his. Colby Covington had the most significant strikes, which was 500 and something. No, maybe it was total strikes.
Oh.
I think, Colby Covington had the total amount of like 545 strikes, and that's where Max Holloway blew him out with the 744.
Okay. Distance strikes landed 439, previous 281. Probably a little under double. Significant head strikes landed 274, previous 244. Wow.
Significant body strikes. Now, this was the determining factor in the fight too, because that was what was getting Kattar to throw his hands down.
Oh yeah,
and those body strikes were just nasty.
Yeah, dude, and it wasn't even like he was just going after one side. He was going for both sides, slipping the angle, slipping the left.
Yep, arms, gut. Ribs. Everything you think of, he was trying to hit it.
Yeah,
it was just
that was 117, previous 92.
Yeah.
92. That's still a lot. I mean, can you imagine getting hit 92 times in the stomach?
Nope.
And
everybody who knows me knows I'm a one and done.
Significant strikes landed in a round is 141, previous 134. Total strikes landed 447, previously 361. Total strikes attempts 746, previous 541.
There we go. Yep. So that's the Colby Covington stat. So he had 541 and Max Holloway had 746, bro. Insane stats. And he said he could still go another 5. Although he was probably tired and didn't want to do that interview in the octagon.
But dude, he was he wasn't even looking at him at the end of the round. He was just like, you know what, I'm gonna talk to my boys over here, and I'm just gonna throw some punches. You're not even hitting me. You're not even hitting me.
At the end of the fight, he looked over at Kattar and was like, "Don't worry, bro. I got you. We got you 50,000. We got you 50,000. Yeah. Bro. Don't worry, bro.
100% fight of the night.
100%, bro. And
you know what else was fight of the night? What you call Bruce Buffer versus the damn fly.
Oh my god, bro. That should have been the main event.
Oh my
Poker face, bro. Bruce is a champ, man. He can handle it. But you seen that fly was trying to get up in his grill.
Times.
It was so funny, bro.
I just had to throw that in there, guys.
I started laughing because my fiance didn't really notice what was going on. I started laughing, dude, and she was like, "What happened?" I was like, "A fly tried to fly in Bruce Buffer's mouth," and he was like, "Ah!" And then I ended up like showing her the replay once it was on social media, and she was dying, man. It was hilarious.
That was so funny. The first time they're on ABC, Bruce Buffer has a fight.
Hey, but you know what? At least it was in the beginning, and he handled himself like a champ, and he stayed the course.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the Max Holloway.
Yes, so it looks like Dana White here spoke on the Holloway versus Volkanovski fight. So Holloway did what he needed to do in spectacular fashion tonight, and I think that he deserves to fight Volkanovski again.
Absolutely, and I thought he won the last fight. I don't even know why Volkanovski's talking all this smack. He says, good fight, blessed MMA, but you ain't pulling those numbers when I'm in front of you. Okay. Dude, you're acting like you freaking dominated both fights. You barely won both by decisions.
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Oh, hold on.
He had 2 fights to do that amount of strikes against him. He didn't pull those numbers against him. So I will give Volkanovski that respect. I think Volkanovski has the takedown ability that Max Holloway has to respect, right? So those numbers ain't going to happen against somebody like Kattar, who's a boxer. So I will give him that. But to go back, mother lover, you almost lost both fights, and in my eyes, you did lose both fights. Yeah. So you can talk your talk because you're the champ, but I swear this fight's gonna happen, and I hope you're ready, bro.
Dude, granted, he did win the fights, but Jesus, by a hair.
By a hair, and once again, in controversy. So at the end of the day, this trilogy fight is coming, brother. He's coming for you. Yeah. You want to know why? Because the best is blessed, baby.
Best is blessed, and he's coming, dude.
Bro, he's earned it, bro.
Dude, did you see his neighbor tag on Warzone? So we both, for our viewers that are just viewing this show for the first time, we both play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And Max Holloway doesn't spar. He just plays Call of Duty.
He plays Call of Duty, and he plays a little UFC, and he learns a lot of his moves from there. But yeah, no, that would be sick to get a chance to play with Max Holloway. I'll be seeing his highlights.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I was like, dude, we need to hit him up, dude.
I believe you could go follow him at Facebook, fb.gg/Max Holloway Gaming or something like that. I'm on Twitch if you want to catch me, twitch.tv/jsmooth92. If you want to see some trash kills.
Now, is it me, or is there something, a relation with fighters, MMA fighters specifically, that play video games? Because Demetrius Johnson, one of the greatest fighters ever, super gamer, and they always talked about that reaction time. Right? Like, good gamers have really good eye reaction time, right?
Absolutely. Well, we like my favorite word to say. We could dilute it down. When you're doing these trainings, they have those light tests where it's like, boop.
Exactly,
boop,
yep.
Boop, 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 boop. And it is about reaction time. And I think that, absolutely, at the end of the day, you need to keep that up. And what better way than to, pick a corner, mount it, and then, No, I'm just kidding. I don't mount, boys. For my Call of Duty.
You can hide. You can snipe.
We don't mount over here.
We drop right in the smoke.
We're looking for the smoke, boy.
Yes, there we go.
No USADA.
All right, man. Well, let's go into some fight announcements. Here, let's go skip over this slide.
Excuse me.
First off, we have Paige Vanzant versus Hart in Tampa, Florida for bare knuckle.
Her
Mania.
debut. I would like to see what logo she went out with. I hope you submitted yours, bro.
I actually did it, man. I was super busy this weekend.
Super
man.
sad. No worries, bro. I'm sure you'll have another opportunity.
Yeah.
But
they actually had some good ones. They
did.
If I were to pick, maybe there's one or two that would have been like, oh, those are actually pretty decent, nice shirts.
Yes, I only liked one or two, to be honest, myself.
Yeah.
But no, they were pretty cool. And so I'm excited for Paige Vanzant's debut. I mean, if you follow her on Instagram, she's looking ready, boy.
I'm just
She
nervous.
looking ready.
I'm nervous because she's more of a well-rounded fighter, not a pure boxer. I'm hoping her striking will be on par.
She put on some muscle, bro.
Did she?
Yeah, man. She's looking ready.
That is. Uh-oh.
Technical difficulty. And it wasn't even me.
Oh, my God. There we go. That's February 5th, 2021.
Yes.
And what was that?
Tampa,
on pay-per-view.
Florida, guys. It is on pay-per-view, so buy it or else Dana White's coming for you. No, I'm just kidding. But,
wait, no, not Dana White.
No, I know, but I'm just making a joke. But no, this is exciting. And while you guys are out there in Tampa, Florida watching the Paige Vanzant bare knuckle fight, go get you a Ringside beer out in Golfgate.
Golfgate area, and that was the Golfgate Food and Beer restaurant.
Yes. Let us know, too. Let us know. Send a snap. Send a picture.
Yeah, tag us in it. Next up, we have Overeem versus Volkov, February 6th.
This is a good fight. This is I mean, although they've had the potential to be there at the top, this is a way to see if Overeem still has what it takes to be at in the top 5, and if Volkov has what it takes to enter the top 5.
I got Overeem on this one.
I do too.
I don't know why.
I think Volkov is just there for the punching. I feel like Overeem's gonna.
Well, he's a good fighter, but it's there's levels to the game. So
yeah, absolutely.
All right, what do we got next? We got Hearn versus Frampton for the WBO World Superweight Featherweight title.
Super featherweight, so that's like 30.
Boxing is different. It's
25,
something like that. I think it's like 30 something.
I need to look up the pound on that, but. Yeah, no, I'm excited for this because boxing needs, they need these title fights. They need the big ones, the show. I like how everybody's just using that writing in the background now. Like,
isn't me NBA, NFL? Bro. I mean,
and I feel like the first person to do it was Conor.
Yeah, with was it UFC 200?
Aldo,
when they had all the writing everywhere. Yep. Yeah, you're right, and that's February 27th, 2021. Of course. Well,
I like how in every other country they have the day, the month, and then the year.
Yeah.
Here in America, we do it different.
Opposite.
Yep.
What do we got? Rosenstruck versus Gain, heavyweight, March 17th. Or March 13th. My bad.
Ooh, we're going to get a little correction on air. But we keep each other in line, my boy.
We do.
That's what we do. In this fight, I'm going to take Rosenstruck. I think he's going to get it done.
You know what is going on? You know what?
I'm going to have to tape your hands.
You know
down,
what?
Bro.
Look who's calling me. Bro, I think this is messing up my connection over here. It could be that.
Huh?
Or I'm just fidgeting. Oh, there we go with the wire.
See, over time, guys, I've gotten feedback that I got to keep my feet out the frame. So I've worked on that. And now I have to keep my hands to myself, right? Because my fiance doesn't like me touching the mic. So we're going to have to come up. We're going to get you a little Chinese finger lock, bro. That way, you can't grab nothing.
There we go. I am probably going to have to hold on to this wire. There's something going on. Anyways, I got gained on that one.
Yeah. Hey, I have to throw 5 on it. Well, we're going to go on to the next fight, which is on March 13th, Saturday. Leon Edwards versus Khamzat Chimaev for the battle of who's going to be next in line.
I think it's the battle of just to fight, man. Can these two guys just can they fight finally? They didn't have a chance at all last year.
The battle of who is going to be healthy.
There we go.
I mean, at the end of the day, this fight has to happen. I mean, I don't see who else Leon Edwards can fight because he's just been tossed around like the redheaded stepchild of the family. So I really don't know who else he can fight at this time. So you got to make that fight with Khamzat. You got to ride that momentum and steal the light, bro.
Not only that, they already built the hype for that fight quite a bit. So
two times.
Let's get it. Volkanovski versus Ortega was finally announced. I think this is going to be the co-main event for UFC 260.
What happens if Ortega wins, bro?
I kind of want Ortega to win.
You know what? the rematch versus Holloway is an amazing thing too, and that is not a bad sight either.
Yeah.
And then if Volkanovski wants it, he can come back and try to get the belt back from Max. Sup with it?
I'm pulling for Ortega on this one. I'm going for
me too.
LA local boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I definitely want Ortega to win this fight, and I want the Holloway rematch to happen, and then I want Volkanovski to try to take it back from Max Holloway, and Max beat that booty.
Yeah. That's actually a great plan. I would like to see that, yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And then main event on that same card is Stipe Miocic versus Francis Ngannou.
Finally got a date, bro. Finally got a date. UFC 260.
March 27th.
Let's
get it done.
This needs to happen, and this only solidifies that Jon Jones probably won't fight this year.
No, he'll fight at the end of the year because if this is March, see, this is the thing.
What happens when Stipe gets hurt, bro, or something? You know what I mean?
Well, let's say Francis Ngannou wins with the vicious left hook in the first 30 seconds of the fight. Well, now you have Jon Jones up next, right?
True, yes. But what happens if it's a war and they both get beat up and Stipe wins but gets hurt?
Then set it up for December. Usually they space them out about 6 months because USADA.
What if he gets hurt for something that takes longer than 6 months? Because that's what happens with Stipe.
Oh, that does, huh?
Often.
Like he actually fights like once a year, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
and he's got nothing to lose, bro.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
So
it depends.
I don't think Jon Jones fights this year.
You don't think so?
I don't. He's too busy shooting hogs out the sky from a helicopter. Did you see that Instagram post?
Dude, he's huge.
Look, check it. Yo, Jon Jones can shoot, bro. He can shoot a gun.
Oh yeah, he's on Albuquerque, New Mexico, man.
It was a one shot, one kill on that hog, bro. The other shots missed, if I'm being honest. I'm a big Jon Jones guy, and I'll be honest. All those other shots missed. Me and my brother-in-law were talking about it. But the first shot that mattered hit.
Y'all got it. We have fights this weekend. We have Neil Magny, that's on Wednesday.
And he faces Michael Chiesa. Now, I'm super pumped that this fight is on a Wednesday because it keeps you entertained throughout the week. But this fight has to happen for that division as well. Now, although we got the Colby Covingtons, we got the Masvidals, we got the Kamaru Usmans, these guys right here are legit contenders, man. They're legit contenders,
Absolutely.
And they're next in line.
But this card is going to start super early in the morning, guys. If you're in the West Coast, it starts at 6 in the morning.
I'll be up.
And then if you're in the East Coast, it's 9 a.m. Oh yeah, I'll watch it, but it's gonna be. It's like wake up, fights are on now.
Make a little coffee.
Yeah, and then
get to the putazos.
The big fight this Saturday, guys. Don't miss it. UFC 257, Poirier versus McGregor 2. Let's get it, baby.
Oh, so pumped! All right, guys. So we're gonna make our predictions right now.
Well, I mean, I'm going for Conor.
I'm going for Dustin.
Oh, plot twist. Really?
I'm going for Dustin.
It's because you painted him, right? And it's part of the giveaway?
Well, that is one of the main factors. That is one of the main factors. I just have a feeling, man, he's being slept on, underrated, undervalued. I love everything about this guy. Although, Conor's great and everything, he's just had it all, man. And Dustin hasn't had it all. And Dustin wants it all.
Good. Sounds
I feel it.
I mean, it sounds like we got a bet going on here.
We do, bro.
How much, bro?
$5.
$5 it is. All right. Final thing, guys. We have the art giveaway. Just a reminder, this is the last week to enter.
Yeah, guys. You don't get another shot after this for this one-of-a-kind Conor McGregor painting. All right? So put your Notorious in now. This is how you guys get in. So you go to the Ringside Beer Show on YouTube. You subscribe. You turn on your notifications. You comment Notorious on any of our YouTube videos. And from there, we will announce the winner after the fight. Monday after.
The next episode, guys, we will announce the winner. We're going to We're gonna do the spinning wheel again?
We will. Unless you guys have another idea, drop a comment. We check those things. So, with that being said, guys, we are looking forward to seeing who the winner is. We've done the Adesanya. We've done the Khabib. Now is the Conor McGregor and the Dustin Poirier.
There we go, guys. We're excited. Enjoy the fights this weekend.
Yes.
Big fights. And
please like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, share on all your social media. Yes. This is your first time viewing us, guys. We appreciate you. We look forward to your feedback. We look forward to you coming back and joining our journey.
There we go, guys, man. Well said. Until next time,
Until next time.
be ringside. Later, guys. We love you. Peace.